Hello, into a second week we go on 21 for 21. I'm Andy Stevenson and I'm interviewing 21 Paralympians during lockdown. And it's a 2-for-1 deal today, thanks to Paralympic couple, wheelchair tennis player Louise Hunt and judoka Chris Skelley. So Louise, for those who don't know, just remind us how you came to meet Chris and get together.
So Chris and I met in 2016. We actually met at the Paralympic launch dinner. So before the games, they do like a dinner where they get all the athletes together and announce all the names of who's qualified. And because our tennis team's quite big, a couple of us ended up being allocated onto Chris's table, so onto the judo table. And that's how we met. So it meant to be, I think.
And what was the judo table like? It sounds quite a boisterous place to be.
It was an experience, is probably the way I describe it. But it was really cool because I didn't know anything about Paralympic judo, so it was really cool to like learn about it and meet some new athletes. It was actually really fun. The jokes were terrible, but yeah, apart from that, it was really fun, and it was really, like I said, it's lovely to meet new people and people from new sports, because you know what it's like. You spend the whole year traveling just within your own sport, so it was really nice to open like a whole new sort of group of friends and get to know new people from a different sport. So I survived, put it that way.
So having the two of you together there, it'd be a shame not to try a bit of Mr. and Mrs. questioning. So Chris, what are the best and worst character traits of Louise during this lockdown?
Just want to save myself here. There are no worst character traits of this lovely lady next to me. No, it's lovely to be with her, actually, in all seriousness. We don't, because we travel a lot in our separate sports. We don't get a lot of time to train together, so it's been really nice actually to do our sessions together, like strength, conditioning. I've helped
what
her.
am I motivating you? Is that my character trait?
You are you're a motivational lady. But no, it helps. It helps us to understand each other's sports a bit more as well, and where we're working really hard, and it's lovely to have this quality time together.
And Louise, same question to you. He's been very nice about you there, so.
I know, he's dancing around it, isn't he? I'll answer it. So, worst character traits, he's so messy. But it's okay, because I love him.
I was nice.
He drives me crazy.
I was nice.
You might have heard previously, but Chris struggles to dry his hands. He does tendency to spill sugar everywhere too. That's a new trait. But that's it. That's as far as I go, because it's actually really nice being together. I agree.
I want to change that question.
Best character traits. The best. Do you know what? I'll actually back on to what you said, because actually training together is so much fun, and it is really motivating. And that's probably one of the best traits actually that I'm finding with Chris is we've both had days actually in isolation where we've had a bit of a lull. But actually, one of the best things about having Chris around is because he is really motivating anyway, he's just kept me going. So I say that's probably his best one. Like in terms of this time, it's been really nice having someone that's so driven and focused around me, because he definitely motivates me, especially on those days where you're just not feeling it. And there's been a few, so I'm honest.
And,
can I choose right?
Too late now. It's all on tape. One take. And when you're relaxing, like, are you a couple that has a lot in common anyway? Do you like watching the same things, doing the same things, listening to the same things?
Yeah, we like watching the same things, but then other times we like to just watch our own things on our iPad, but still be next to each other.
We're kind of one of those couples that mixes it up. Like we've been smashing out some great films actually. So we love to watch movies and series together. But then every now and again, we'll just like Chris have like his headphones in, and I'll be reading next to him or something. So we're quite. I'd say that we're quite a good couple at being together and apart, aren't we? Like we're not, like we enjoy our time together, but we're happily like Chris, I'm gonna go chill out there, and I'll go read here, and it's quite nice really. But we both love going for walks and things like that. So we do a lot. We like playing games. So we have a lot in common. So we haven't been bored at all, to be honest. We've kept ourselves really busy, which has been great. Done the gardening. Garden looks great.
And Chris, what's the shift to video calling like for you? I mean, is video calling something you actually find to be better than say a phone call, or does it not really make a difference to you?
Any really. I don't really have a preference. I think as long as I talk to my friends or family or my team around me, my judo team, I'm not really that bothered as long as I keep in contact with people. I think the main thing is in this time when, obviously you're with your loved ones, but your other friends and family are further away. It's important that you keep in touch and make sure they're okay and they're safe, because it just plays in the back of your mind sometimes. You know, are they staying safe? Are they sticking to the distancing? So yeah,
they're good eggs.
They're good eggs, but they, you know, it is tough. But you know, I'm very lucky to have Louise, and we're doing very well in this time, and yeah, we're coping. We're doing really well.
Louise, tell me, above all other Paralympians I speak to, tell me you've got a swing ball in the garden.
Do you know what? I haven't, and I so wish I'd got one. And I looked online. There's been some new like contraptions brought out where you can actually, it looks like a swing ball machine, but you can hit it and then it bounces away from you and comes back. I had looked at it, it won't come for months, and I was like, so it's going to literally come as soon as isolation's over, isn't it? So I'm gutted. I'm absolutely gutted. But I found some good walls, which, you know, are pretty decent for doing volleys on and things. So I've been trying to like find other ways. I've been doing so many shadow swings. It's crazy. But yeah, I wish I had one.
What's a shadow swing?
So you literally just replicate your shot. So if I had a racket in my hand now, I'd just be replicating the shot just without a tennis ball. And it's just a really good like technique just to kind of keep your mind in it and keep your technique, because you can practice really good technique without a ball. But I'll admit, I really miss there being a ball on the other end. It's a bit like, oh, I want to hit with somebody. And Chris, bless him, tennis isn't really your sport, is it? We tried, but if
the ball's a bit bigger, I think I'll be all right, like a Swiss ball, but we don't have a Swiss ball.
The only problem as well is Chris is all about power.
Yeah.
So,
we lose a lot of
so I'm just at the moment hitting against walls, but hey, you know, you got to make the most of it, haven't you?
And what about you, Chris? Because I'm assuming that you can't, I mean, obviously you both talk about doing a lot of sort of general fitness work and you know, keeping fit, keeping active, but I don't suppose, unless you're sort of throwing Louise around the living room, I don't suppose you can really be practicing judo at the moment, can you?
So, yeah, judo is one of them sports where you can actually still practice judo. So you do a lot of like, actually says shadow uchikomi, which is like shadow swings. So we do a lot of like turning in, turning out. British judo are very helpful towards me in my training, being at home, by getting these uchikomi bands and other training equipment for me to carry on practicing
like
judo.
A gi, don't they?
Yeah, they look like a gi. We have like long elastic bits, so you can still practice them turning in and give you the same resistance.
But I went in the other day and Chris we've got like a big body pillow and he put a gi around that. What were you doing? And you were pretending that was a person or something.
Because I also like doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so I'm doing a lot of virtual sessions with them. British Judo doing a lot of virtual sessions, so I'm still getting my kind of judo kind of fix and that kind of understanding. So, you know, I'm very lucky to have great support in that sense and helping me still think of judo.
And how did you both feel about the year-long postponement? Was it actually quite a relief when that news came through? Or?
Oh, I find that so hard to answer. I think it was like a bit of both. It was relief because I was obviously becoming more, because with our sport, our qualifying cut-off would have been June. And obviously then it's only really a few weeks till you then go. So I was starting, obviously I was almost panicking, being like, but I can't physically get any points right now. So and they still haven't confirmed how that will work. But so I was a relief in that sense, because at that point I hadn't actually qualified when all this shut down, but I had months left to get points. So obviously I was nervous about that, but I had confidence I could do it. So I was relieved in that sense. But the other part of me was gutted because, you know, I had other things planned and things I wanted to do. You know, you just have a timeline in your head. So it's quite a strange feeling for everything to be put back for a year. But I think it was totally the right choice. I don't know what you... we were shocked, weren't we? We were shocked. Not surprised, but shocked as like this is quite a big news.
I was a bit like, I was pretty similar to Louise. Like, I was in a very good position for qualifying. So, and I was actually in one of the best positions you can be in my sport. So I was a bit gutted, and it took a while to kind of understand the decision, but the decision was the right decision.
Yeah.
You know, they had to postpone and make sure all the athletes, all the people supporting the Paralympics and the Olympics are safe. So it is the correct decision.
I think we've got our head around it now.
We
just kind of know that's how it is, and it's a relief because we're now not. For the first few weeks, we were like, obviously we're training hard every day, but we can now adapt to our training. Like, so I'm now not panicking that I'm not hitting a tennis ball every day because I know I'm going to have time to get that back, and same for you, right?
But yeah, and it's also positive reframing. It's another year to get better.
Yeah.
And so everything that, you know, that you were worried in them 6 months, can I iron out before the games? You now have another year to do it. So really, in some ways, it is. We are gutted. I am very gutted that the games are postponed. But when you reframe it positively, it's you know, another opportunity to get better.
Yeah.
You know, and you want to be in the best possible way for the game. So, you know, just take advantage now and move forward.
Well, listen, we're obviously all looking forward to things getting back to normal, and we look forward to seeing you both in action again pretty soon. And somebody get Louise a swing ball. I'm desperate to get Louise
Please.
a swing ball.
I wish I got organised earlier. I really wish I did. If anyone can get me one, I'll be so grateful.
Unless you have a sort of 3-acre garden I'm not aware of, and you've actually got tennis courts out the back.
No, that would be lovely. What a dream. That's maybe after the next game.
Yeah. Maybe build layers of our garden.
Yeah.
Well, thanks very much to both of you. Stay healthy and happy, and thanks for giving me the time today.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. Good luck.
Thank you.